Good afternoon. Now your STV news, including the headlines for Dundee. The first funeral for a victim of the Manchester bombing has taken place on the Isle of Barra. Hundreds of people attended a service in Castlebay for teenager Ailey McLeod, who was one of 22 people who died in the terrorist attack at the Ariana Grande concert. Mourners heard Ailey had packed a lot into her 14 years.
Ailey was a bubbly, fun-loving girl, a talented musician. She was a ray of light. She brought light wherever she went. When I met her, I sensed a loving girl, just a normal teenage girl, but just had that fun about her and a happiness.
Campaigning in the general election has resumed following Saturday's attack in London. The Prime Minister is visiting Scotland while her party colleague Ruth Davidson has been campaigning in Aberdeenshire. Nicola Sturgeon will appear on Question Time tonight alongside Scottish Lib Dem leader Willie Rennie. Meanwhile, Scottish Labour leader Kezia Dugdale is visiting a lobster hatchery in North Berwick. The jury in former Rangers owner Craig White's fraud trial have been told to keep cool heads as they prepare to consider their verdict. The judge was addressing the jury at the High Court in Glasgow after closing speeches came to an end. Craig White is accused of acquiring Rangers by fraud in May 2011. He denies the charge. A fatal accident inquiry has opened into the death of a 12-year-old girl who was crushed by a wall at a school in Edinburgh. Keen Wallace Bennett died after the wall fell on her at Liberton High in April 2014. The inquiry will establish the circumstances of her death. And the headlines in Dundee. Dundee United boss Ray McKinnon has paid tribute to Paul Dixon after the defender became the 11th player to leave the club this summer. And a record number of students are set to take part in this year's University of Dundee Summer School programmes. 200 students will begin access to learning classes. That's all for now. We're back in an hour, but first time for a look at the local weather. Good afternoon.
STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson. STV Weather, sponsored by Thompson.